Welcome back to the Tacoma Beach channel, where, as you all know, it's all about the taco. Today we're in the Las Vegas Convention Center, and I'm going to be showing you the top 3 Tacomas at SEMA 2022. Let's get started. All right, right now I'm here with Justin, and he's going to be showing us his 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. You ready, man?
Absolutely, let's go for it.
Let's start from the front, and we'll make our way to the back.
Sounds good.
All right, man, so what front bumper do you have?
Up front, we're running the Supreme Suspensions Baja winch-ready front bumper. We've got our rigid RDS light bars.
As far as cosmetics go, I see you have an upgraded grille there.
Yeah, so it's an aftermarket TRD Pro grille with the Raptor lights. We still love the way they look. We've got the Spider Alpha headlights. These things are super bright, super awesome, and honestly, the sequential turn signals look super rad. So,
dude, we did a light output test on those headlights, and they're insanely bright.
we were impressed. Yes, I felt very bad for everybody coming up here as I had failed to re-aim them correctly. So I'd, drive behind somebody, turn the lights off for a second, All
right, man, what are you rocking for suspension? I see that you guys are showing it off here at the show.
Yeah, so we've got a mix of stuff. It's a little different than our normal catalog products. Down in the suspension, I am running the Fox 2.5 factory race stuff. We are using our supplemental half-inch lift spacer up front because we wanted to make sure that the coilover was adjusted for preload correctly with the 700-pound springs on there. So we are 21 inches eye to eye, but still get the roughly 4 inches of lift we want using our supplemental spacers up on top of the coilover. Duro bumps, man, those things are fantastic. Everybody needs to be running those. We do have our Supreme Suspensions tie rod reinforcement sleeves, which have been absolutely great. I have not bent a tie rod end since then. No sway bar because sway bars, why? Who cares,
It's a lot more funner without sway bars.
It is, and when you got coilovers, man, the body roll's not there anyway. We do have the Supreme Uniball upper control arms. That's something we make ourselves with the FK 1-inch bearings and our poly bushings. Those things have been absolutely fantastic.
Cool, man. Up here, what do you have for the snorkel?
So this is a Dobinson snorkel. It's been great to me so far. It was absolutely fantastic, easy install, great sealing with a silicone boot. And it's done its job. It's kept the dust out when I need it.
Cool. Let's start making our way to the back. What are you rocking for sliders?
The sliders are the All-Pro bolt-ons. They've been fantastic. I've taken them off and repowder coated them once or twice. We really do beat the hell out of them, but they've been great, man.
What about for the roof rack?
Roof rack is our Supreme Suspensions roof rack. So these are 3/16 plate steel side runners, and with your 1x2 aluminum extrusions inside, and our utility panels. So the panels are set up to be able to accept like the NMO antenna mounts, stuff like that, which I've got a couple up there right now. One of the Plano cases, I keep our recovery gear in, toe straps, extra shackles, stuff like that.
Awesome, man. And then in the back, I see that in the bed you have a lot of accessories. Let's go check them out.
Yeah, I've got a mix of stuff, plenty of fun things. Good old flag mount to represent Old Glory when we're out in the desert. We've got a couple of scooters back here that have been our awesome ways to get around SEMA, because man, this place is big. I've got a 48-inch high lift. It's on a generic mount. That thing has been a lifesaver on a couple of occasions. And a fire extinguisher for safety, because honestly, man, better be safe than sorry. Got my 35 spare mounted on a Wilco accessory plate. That thing's been fantastic so far. I really enjoy it. Easy to get to, easy to move around if I want to get out of the way.
I love the tire positioning of it.
Oh yeah. Being off to the side just a little bit, I still have enough visibility, kind of, and it works out, Down here under the truck, we do have our U-bolt flip and bump stop kit, which you can't really get a huge view of, but it does do a great job of getting the U-bolts up out of the way when you're off-roading. And we use a 5/8-inch top plate. So, the thing's crazy strong with 5/8-inch U-bolts. That's been a great product.
What about your exhaust? What are you rocking for it?
So the exhaust is the Stromung Side Tucker exhaust. That thing is awesome.
How does it sound?
It sounds great. Not a lot of drone on the highway. I do have a long bed, so mine's a little further back. I don't know if that works out the same for the short bed guys, but that thing looks bitchin', great construction. The guys are local to us in SoCal, man, and it's great. I love it.
Awesome, awesome. What about wheels and tires?
Wheels are Hostile Mojaves, if I remember correctly is the name. The bead ring has been powder coated for us by some friends at A1 Powder Coating in Corona. No, sorry, they are Ford locks. The bead rings, I guess it's the bead protector rings. Guys at A1 Powder Coating did a great job getting these color matched to the truck, and they've been great so far.
And what about tire size?
So tires are 35, 12, 50, 17, Falcon Wild Peak MTs, and they've been a bitchin' tire.
Have you re-geared yet?
Yes.
What did you re-gear?
I did the 529s.
Good.
That was the best choice. Man, I was on 34s on stock gearing for like 70,000 miles, and that was miserable. I don't know why I didn't do that. And at the same time, we also did the Harp E-Locker up front, which has been really cool. Haven't had to actually use it yet, but we turn it on sometimes for fun. So.
Cool, man. What do you have for your rear bumper?
Rear bumper is also our Supreme rear bumper. It's not a high clearance, but it is lower profile than the factory bumper. We do include, your shackle mounts that are actually integrated into the frame mounting brackets. We do have provisions for a tire swing out that I don't have here with me today because someone actually drove into it. And our hitch skid back here. We also use an integrated factory taillight, so you're not running some weird AutoZone chrome thing. Works out really nice. The hitch receiver is rated for towing, and we do have a relocation bracket for your trailer connector. This thing's been great to me. I tow our travel trailer, our little toy hauler all the time with it.
Sick, man. So Justin, let me ask you this. What's next for this build?
Oh man, that's a tough one, but probably gonna say Lynx and long travel, dude. It's gone through a lot of phases. I've got another truck now to tow with. I don't need this thing to have a real stiff rear end. I'm gonna say Lynx and long travel.
And then if you had to advise on someone that's just getting into the hobby, if you had to start over and do it from the start, what would you do differently, or what advice would you give someone?
Oh man, just be ready to spend. Be ready to spend. You're gonna change things a lot, and it's okay.
Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for the walk around.
Thanks so much, man. Absolutely.
Right now I'm here with Carson, and he's gonna be showing us his 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. You ready, man?
Yeah, let's go for it,
Let's do it. Let's start from the front and we'll make our way to the back.
So we've got our TRD Pro grill up here. We're running the Warfab Phantom front bumper with the M-Power 2x1 double stack lights and a 12,000 pound winch behind there. We've got the Morimoto XB headlights up here. Love those. Moving up the hood, we have the Knight Rider thermal imaging system on our truck. Again, the 2x1 double stacks and the 2x1 singles from M-Power. Down here where all the magic happens, we've got the Sendit suspension billet upper control arms, the secondary bypass shocks, and then our 2.5-inch coilovers up front with remote reservoirs.
What's the name of the brand for those shocks?
Sendit suspension, available from Thrashed Off-Road. We're running true 35s up here, the Nitto Trail Grapplers, absolutely love these, and running these on Alpha-equipped X-Commander bead locks to get the pressure down nice and low. We wanted to do something a little bit different, so everyone runs the lights in the grill, but we wanted to change it up. So we did the M-Power 3x1 amber lights in the hood. Just dropped out the hood scoop and put those up there. They're definitely pretty unique. It's got that Knight Rider feel to it, right? All we need to do is have it go back and forth.
And then what about the windshield?
The interior windshield bar up here is from M-Power. So it's their new prototype bar. It hasn't hit the market yet, but it does go between white and amber.
Oh yeah, dude, that looks sick, man. What about these doors?
These are 4X Innovation tube doors. These things make rock crawling amazing. They make desert runs a lot of fun, quite dirty, but wouldn't have it any other way. We've got the 6x1 M-Powers that face the front, and then the 24-inch M-Power light bar in the front as well. And then on the sides here, we have the M-Power 4x1 lights cast out to the side here. And then underneath, we're also running the M-Power 3x1 rock lights all around. We've got a prototype rooftop tent that we built up top on the Leitner Designs ACS forged bed rack with the Leitner Designs gear pods. These are the XLs. These things are great at storing tons of gear. And then inside, we're also running the M-Power 4x1 lights. Back here in the back, we've got our very own Sendit suspension bolt-on hydro bump stops, along with the Sendit suspension dual reservoir triple bypass rear, the 4X Innovations shackle hanger, Icon RXT leaf springs.
What are the leaf springs rated for?
So we actually, the RXTs, we have them on the highest, so we put in all the leaf packs that they have, so we're about 770 pounds right now is what we can max it out at in the back. It does pretty well for what we have. When we take off the tent, it still isn't too harsh of a ride, so it's definitely a nice ride back there. And then the very back, we end it with the Warfab Phantom high clearance rear bumper with a triple jerry can holder, tire holder, and then it all swings out. And Mike made this for us custom. He builds them out in Colorado. We absolutely love this back here. The American flag really ties it all together because he builds it all here in the States. And then we've got blackout tail lights back here as well. So definitely a cool look. And then underneath, the last piece that we're running there is M-Power 4x1 amber lights for chase. And then the very front, we have the Alpha equipped carbon fiber snorkel.
Oh, how do you like that?
I think this is our favorite thing on the build. This thing is a work of art. It is one piece, hand-laid carbon fiber in California. I don't think it gets much cooler than that. So,
I love how low profile it is.
dude, this thing is fantastic. It is amazing. People are worried, oh, you know, carbon fiber on the trails. We wheel this thing on a regular basis. We've never had a problem. It is absolutely awesome.
Awesome, Carson. Thank you so much for the walk around, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good show.
You too.
All right, guys, I'm here with Tiffany and her 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. Do you mind showing us around your build?
Of course.
Let's do it. Let's start from the front.
Let's start off with the front. What do you guys like to know?
What bumper do you have right now?
It's actually a C4 high clearance overland bumper. I went for the more aggressive look. I paired it up with the Baja 30-inch with the Super Winch 12K with the Factor 55 house and their Ultra Liquid Blue because blue is my favorite color. Now, this is a Sabon carbon fiber hood.
All right, what are you rocking for suspension?
For suspension, okay, you know that I love blue, so I had to pop it with the Kings. So I have the front and rear King suspension 2.5 adjustables. I paired it with the SPC upper control arms along with the 700 King coil springs.
How do you like it so far, the ride?
I love it. In addition to that, I also have 35s. So with 35s, I had to make a little bit of adjustment. I did the body mount chop, so it gives it a nice smooth tuck pinch welds. I did re-gear to 5.29 with Civi belts.
How do you like that,
tune?
that gearing ratio?
Amazing. If you're gonna go 33s and more and added weight, you will not regret re-gearing. So in addition to that, I did the Total Chaos spindle gussets, cam tabs, ARB breather kit.
Oh man, you've done it all.
Yes.
What size wheels are those?
What size? These are Japanese wheels. They're JDM TE37 XTs, 17s, 8.5 by -10 offset. With I went ahead and paired it with the R1 Concepts big brake kit.
Did you notice a difference braking when you upgraded
Yes.
to that kit?
Yes, I did a lot of research prior to upgrading it. I wanted to make sure that it makes sense and it complements my build.
Those are 6-piston calipers, right?
True 6-piston with custom iodized calipers. They have maybe 20, 30 different colors. It's a personal choice.
All right, so what do you have inside your engine?
I have the engine intake along with the built-in Wi-Fi air system. If you want to find out more, check out Sponsored by Wi-Fi and the Switch Pro.
Do you mind showing us the switches inside?
Of course. Everybody wants to know what's underneath the hood and what's in my truck. So here we go. You can see I have the SDHQ for my Switch Pro.
What do you have for your roof rack?
For my roof rack, I have Prinsu. I actually purchased it with Tacoma Beast, one of my favorite companies to shop with. I paired it with a Baja 40-inch light bar.
Nice. And then I see you have some Pelican cases up there.
I have 2 Pelican cases to attach for all my recovery gear. It's the never say never. You don't want to ever put yourself in a position. So if not you have to help somebody else because we're all in it together.
That's awesome. What about sliders?
Sliders, I went with the local fabricator. The company's name is Algear Solutions. So these are his custom rock sliders bolt-on.
And then for the back, what do you have on the truck bed?
For the back, you already know that I love C4 products. So this is the C4 bed rack along with the matching panels. And I paired it with the high clearance rear bumper with the tubular sides, with the tire screen, with the camera relocation.
That's awesome. It's looking great. And then I see you have aftermarket taillights as well. How do you like those?
How do I like these? So originally I had the regular, I think they're the Pros, and I noticed that Alpharex came out with the newest product, which is the Alpharex Taillights Lux. So not only are my headlights sequential, my turn signals are sequential, I had to pair it with the Alpharex Tails sequential.
Just noticed that in the back, you're rocking hammer hangers, right?
Okay. Yeah, hammer hangers are actually from Raga Fabrication.
Cool. And then what leaf springs are you rocking in the back right now to
For
hold
leaf
up the weight?
I chose Icon RXT rear leaf pack, just with the added extra weight. I did the add a leaf. I upgraded with also the Duro bump stops, which you can also purchase at Tacoma Beast, and the U-bolt kit, which came included with it.
All right, Tiffany, what do you have in the truck bed, like inside?
I do have a 2-ton Pro Eagle jack with the mount. On the other side, I actually have a TKO off-road quick release fire extinguisher with JW off-road shovel custom with the water rotor packs.
Sweet. Now, Tiffany, if you had to recommend something to someone that's just getting into the industry, that are shopping around, that get a little bit overwhelmed with everything that's available, what is something you would recommend?
If I could choose one thing, the first thing that I would highly recommend is suspension. No matter what your budget is, I would go Kings. That's a personal choice, but there's so many different brands out there, from Icon to Old Man EMU. What else is there? iBach, Fox. It's a personal choice. Work with your budget. I always tell people it's never a race or competition. You got to do what actually works best for you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much for doing this build walk around with us. If the viewers want to follow your build, where can they go?
Awesome. My name's Tiffany. I'd love for you guys to follow my build journey. You can follow me here at That One Girl's Taco.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.